The Ukrainian Special Operations Forces, SSO, has halted a Russian incursion on northern Sumy region on the border, Kiev Post reported on Wednesday. During the operation carried out by the 6th Ranger Regiment of the Special Operations Forces, a Russian reconnaissance group was ambushed in the direction of North Slobozansky in the region. Video footage released by the SSO on Telegram app features body camera and infrared camera recordings of a close combat that left several Russian troops dead. Only one of the Russian soldiers survived and surrendered to Ukrainian troops. One clip features the moment the captured Russian soldier expresses gratitude to the Ukrainian forces for sparing his life. The exact location and the timing of the operation has yet to be verified. In the statement posted on Telegram, the Special Operation Forces described operation as the further proof of the Ukrainian Special Forces' skill and effectiveness in defending the country's borders in the war with Russia. Ukrainian armed forces have been issuing updates for the North Slobozansky front, starting June 16 due to Russia's military activity near the border, particularly around the Sumy region. Recent Russian incursion attempt came amid Russian military's heightened activity in northern Ukraine. Ukrainian Armed Forces Commander-in-Chief Oleksandr Syrsky stated on June 26 that Ukraine had stabilized the front and halted Russian gains in Sumy region. The statement is in contrast to U.S. media reports, which stated earlier that the Kremlin has gathered around 50,000 troops near Sumy after pushing Ukrainian forces out of neighboring Kursk region.
Scouts of the 225th Separate Assault Regiment of Ukraine destroyed the occupiers who were advancing in the direction of Sumy. Among the trophies was a knife that had previously seemed like a legend. This was reported by the regiment commander Oleksandr Syrsky. The regiment commander, who does not consider himself a newbie in knife fighting, admits, "We really thought for a long time that a knife that also shoots is a Soviet myth, but when we captured it, we were convinced such a specimen exists." We are talking about the NRS, a special scout knife. This is a unique development of the 1970s, which was manufactured at the Tula arms plant. The knife combines a cold weapon and a firearm in one body. The NRS is equipped with a high-quality blade with a saw on the back for cutting metal rods up to 1 centimeter thick. The main feature is the single-shot system. The aiming range is up to 25 centimeters. The regiment's commander, Major Oleksandr Syrsky, who is well-versed in knife combat, admitted that it was the first time he had seen such a weapon in real life. Currently, fighting is ongoing in Sumy. The Ukrainian command has redeployed a unit of the 113th Separate Brigade to the Sumy direction from the Kharkov area, the Russian security forces told TASS. The analysis of Ukrainian volunteer publications shows that units of the Kharkov 113th Territorial Defense Brigade, which were previously part of the 16th Army Corps, are operating in the Sumy area, the sources said. According to them, the Ukrainian command, trying to recapture lost positions, is transferring new units to the Sumy direction. The fighters of Russia's Battle Group North grind down the enemy manpower and continue their successful offensive on this section of the front. The sources added, Ukraine has halted Russia's advance in Sumy Oblast, stabilizing the front line and blunting the momentum of Moscow's summer offensive. Commander-in-Chief Oleksandr Syrsky said recently, "Based on the results of May and June, we can say that this year's wave of the enemy's summer offensive from Russian territory is faltering." Syrsky said, reporting that Russian troops in the northeastern border region had been stopped. Moscow launched its new summer campaign in May, aiming to push deeper into Ukraine's northeastern and eastern regions, disregarding Kiev's calls for an unconditional ceasefire. Russian forces had made modest gains, occupying around 449 square kilometers in May, the highest monthly total in 2025, according to the open-source intelligence group Deep State.
Ukrainian underground agents conducted reconnaissance of a company in St. Petersburg that is engaged in the production and supply of military aviation engines. The company in question is the Scientific and Production Center, blades, compressors, turbines. As a result, information was gathered about the center's working schedule, security system, and key employees. This was announced on Telegram by the military movement of Ukrainians and Crimean Tatars, Sabotage. Partisans hinted that certain events might occur on the company's territory in the near future. In particular, employees of the Scientific and Production Center were advised to seek employment in other places with less connection to military industry as soon as possible. We continue to work on reducing Russia's military potential and urge citizens who desire a better future for their country to join us, stated Sabotage. The company positions itself as a center that possesses unique technologies enabling the full production cycle of complex configuration parts for aviation industry enterprises and precision instrument making. In particular, the company is involved in the manufacturing of aviation turboprop engines and other components for aviation. A facility produces engine parts for Su-25, Su-34, and Il-76 aircraft. Military-linked logistics and shipments were documented. Data sent to Ukraine's defense forces. Recall, a Sabotage partisan group regularly conducts sabotage attacks in Russia and Ukraine's Russian-occupied territories. In early June, Sabotage claimed to have destroyed a signal cabinet on the new Volnovakha-Mariupol railway, which had been recently built by occupying Russian forces. Recently, a Sabotage partisan group set fire to a signal cabinet that helps control traffic on a railway line near the Russian-occupied city of Yasenovata in Donetsk Oblast, a route used for Russia's military logistics, the group claimed on Telegram. Yasenovata lies some 22 kilometers from the occupied city of Donetsk and is considered to be a major railway junction in the region. According to the group, the sabotaged section is located near Russian military units, warehouses, and industrial facilities. Sabotage said the attack disrupted the delivery of a train carrying fuel for Russian forces. On Ukraine's Constitution Day, we remind the occupiers that this is an independent and free country. And Donetsk will always be Ukrainian, the statement read.